In this lesson, you will learn the power rule, understand why it works, and apply it to simple and intermediate questions. Many functions you will encounter in calculus are polynomials, and the quickest way to differentiate them is by using the power rule. Now, if y is equal to x to the power of n, where n is a real number, the derivative of y with respect to x is giving us dy over the x equal to the index n multiplied by x to the power of n minus 1. Now, if x to the power of n is multiplied by a constant, say a, that is, if y is equal to a multiplied by x to the power of n. At this point, the derivative of the function is giving us dy over the x equal to n multiplied by a multiplied by x to the power of n minus 1. This method of finding the derivative of a function is known as the power rule. Now let us consider an example where we can apply the power rule. Now consider the example we are giving. We have that differentiate with respect to x, I, f of x equals x to the power of 9, y equal to negative 6 multiplied by x to the power of negative 4, and we have f of x equal to 2. So for number 1, we have that f of x is equal to x to the power of 9. So this is still equal to y equal to x to the power of 9. So the derivative of the function will be giving us f prime of x, which is dy over the x equal to 9 multiplied by x to the power of 9 minus 1, and we have that dy dx is equal to 9 multiplied by x to the power of 8. So for I, we have that y is equal to minus 6 multiplied by x to the power of negative 4. So we have again that dy over the x will be equal to the negative 4 written down negative 4 times the constant term negative 6 multiplied by x to the power of negative 4 negative 1. So at this point, minus and minus will cancel out. 4 times 6 is 24 multiplied by x. So at the index, minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. So we have minus 5. So therefore, dy over the x is equal to 24 multiplied by x to the power of negative 5. For I, we have that f of x is equal to 2. Now, if you observe the question, f of x contains only a constant, but it can also be written in terms of x. Now recall that x to the power of 0 is equal to 1, and 2 times 1 is equal to 2. So therefore, I can say that 2 times x to the power of 0 will still be equal to 2. So therefore, we have f of x will be equal to 2 times x to the power of 0. And this is equal to 2x to the power of 0. Now, recall that x to the power of 0 is 1. So therefore, 2 times x to the power of 0 is 2 times 1, which is still equal to 2. So to obtain the derivative of the function, we have that f prime of x is dy over dx equal to the index 0 times 2 multiplied by x to the power of 0 minus 1. So at this point, we have that dy over dx will be equal to 0 times 2 is 0, so we have 0 times x to the power of negative 1, and this is equal to 0. It follows that the derivative of a constant is equal to 0. Now, let us consider example 2. This example 2 opens us up to different aspects where we can apply the power rule of differentiation. So we have that differentiate the following with respect to x. So let's start with a. For a, we have that y is equal to x to the power of 4 plus 5x cubed minus 4x squared. Just a quick reminder that if y is equal to x to the power of n, dy over dx is equal to n multiplied by x to the power of n minus 1. So at this point, we can have that dy over dx will be equal to, for the right hand side, we are going to differentiate each of the terms. So we have d over dx, x to the power of 4 plus d over dx. We have that this is 5 multiplied by x to the power of 3 minus, we have d over dx, 4x squared. So I have to add my y here. So we can differentiate each of the term. This becomes the derivative of x to the power of 4 is giving us 4 multiplied by x to the power of 4 minus 1 plus, now since 5 is a constant, we bring out 5, and the derivative of x cubed is giving us 3 multiplied by x to the power of 3 minus 1. Also, 4 being a constant, we can write down 4 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 minus 1. So if we further simplify, we have that dy over dx is equal to 4 multiplied by x to the power of 3 plus 5 times 3 is 15. 15 multiplied by x to the power of 2 minus 4 times 2 is 8. So we have 8 to the power of x raised to the power of 1, because 2 minus 1 is 1. For b, we have that y is equal to 1 divided by x cubed. Now, from the knowledge of indices, we have that y is equal to x to the power of negative 3. So if we differentiate, we have that dy over dx will be equal to negative 3, which is the index, multiplied by x to the power of negative 3 minus 1. So dy over dx will be equal to minus 3 multiplied by x to the power of minus 4. Now, it is a good practice that you don't leave your exponent having a negative sign. So we have that dy over dx is equal to minus 3 or divided by x to the power of 4. For c, we have that y is equal to cube root of x squared. So from indices, we have that if m being a root, and we have a to the power of n. In index form, this can be expressed as a to the power of m divided by m. If we apply this rule here, we have that this is x to the power of 2 divided by 3. If we differentiate the function, we have dy over dx will be equal to the index 2 divided by 3 multiplied by x to the power of 2 divided by 3 minus 1. So dy over dx is equal to 2 divided by 3 multiplied by x to the power of negative 1 divided by 3. Recall that it is a good practice not to leave negative index in the final answer. So therefore, this becomes 2 divided by 3 multiplied by x to the power of 1 divided by 3. For d, we have that y is equal to 1 divided by x multiplied by root x. So we have that y will be equal to 1 divided by x multiplied by x to the power of 1 divided by 2, and this is equal to 1 divided by x to the power of 3 divided by 2. So we can apply the law of indices at this point. We have that y is equal to x to the power of minus 3 divided by 2. So dy over dx will be equal to minus 3 divided by 2 multiplied by x to the power of minus 3 divided by 2 minus 1. So if we simplify, this becomes minus 3 divided by 2 multiplied by x to the power of negative 5 divided by 2. So dy over dx will be equal to minus 3 all divided by 2 multiplied by x to the power of 5 divided by 2. And lastly, for e, we have that y is equal to x squared minus 1 divided by x. This can be written as y equal to x squared minus x to the power of negative 1. So if we differentiate, we have that the y over the x will be equal to, at this point we have 2 as the index multiplied by x to the power of 2 minus 1 minus, at this point we have index of negative 1, so we have minus 1 multiplied by x to the power of minus 1 minus 1. As we simplify things, we have that this is 2x to the power of 1 because 2 minus 1 is 1, and then minus times minus is plus. We have x to the power of negative 2. Minus 1 is minus 2. So the y over the x is equal to 2x plus 1 divided by x to the power of 2. So at this point, we have walked through the power rule and we have learned how to use this rule to differentiate polynomials. So at this point, thank you so much for watching, and if you know you found the video helpful, please encourage us with a like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.